Gotta love it. Bird geeks.
We all know Australia has kangaroos. We all know China has pandas. We all know the lions of Africa. But what about those animals that go under the radar? What about those animals that you wouldn't associate with that place? Animals so rare only a handful of people see them. You may not know they are here, but they live among us. My name is Cookie and this is Animal Anomalies UK, the Bohemian waxwing. The Bohemian waxwing is a small bird that can be up to 20 centimeters in length, with a wingspan up to 35 centimeters and weighing up to a whopping 70 grams. It's similar in stature to that of the common starling, but with silky looking feathers, waxy looking colours to their wings, and a lovely looking crest. The waxwing's range is quite large, spreading over most of Eurasia and North America. In winter, these birds generally tend to head further south in search of berries to feed on, which is their main source of food. If where they usually are has a lot of berries, they won't travel big distances in search for their food. Because of this berry diet they have, which doesn't offer a whole lot of nutrition, they will most often be found around berry trees picking away for a while. In certain cases, this has led to waxwings becoming drunk from the berries, and sadly, they sometimes die from the intoxication. Sightings in the UK some years can be rare, where less than 100 birds turn up, but sometimes when berries are hard to find, thousands can turn up, which is known as an eruption. These birds in the UK are generally found on the east coast as they fly over from Europe and tend to be found mainly near Scotland. Unusually for animals, a good place to find these could be supermarket car parks due to the small berry trees that decorate them. Now, I've wanted to see a waxwing for a very long time. I think they look amazing, that silky texture they've got to their feathers, the eyeliner, the crest, the wax to their wings. I just think they look absolutely wicked. But usually when they turn up in the UK, they're too far away because I live slap bang in the centre of the country and they're never usually around here, so it's quite difficult for me to get to. But I'm determined and I would love to see them, so I'm going to make it my mission in this video to go and find some. So for this, I've scouted a Facebook group called Waxwing Locations UK. People post any sightings they have on this Facebook group for other bird geeks to fawn over and maybe take a look themselves. Now, so far there have been 2 separate reports of waxwings in Scotland around Edinburgh. Sadly though, that's a bit too far for me right now. There are also a couple other further afield in the northeast of England, but again, too far away. There is also one solitary waxwing that has been spotted in Sheffield, which is a little closer, but I don't like my chances of finding one small bird. And it's looking like right now there's probably 100 or less waxwings in the UK, so it's quite difficult to pinpoint which ones to try for. So that leaves me with the best potential candidates to try and see. Ipswich, 2.5 hours away. There have been 7 waxwings spotted there on a street in the city. I've kept my eye on this one for a couple of days. A sparrowhawk has had 2 of their group, so it's down to 5 now, and time is of the essence. Unfortunately for me, I've got a day to be trying to find them, so it's time for me to grab my camera gear, load it into my car, pick Katie up and drive on over to Ipswich to find a waxwing.
Yeah.
Alright, welcome to Ipswich. I'm not gonna lie, probably wasn't one of the places on my bucket list, but because of some rare and elusive wildlife, also known as animal anomalies, I find myself here outside a public toilet. This building as well, it says hope. There is no hope here. Ipswich is not high on my list of places that I would recommend right now. I can't lie to you. Just having a search of things to do. Go to the park, there's a mansion. There's a mansion? There's really not a lot going on in Ipswich. What else is there to do around here? Right, anyway, we stopped off at the toilet. We're gonna move on now, try and find these birds. Katie had some needles on the floor in her toilet. Right, we're pretty sure we're here. So that is, I'm guessing, the tree which these waxwings are on, because there's a lot of bird geeks just over there with their big cameras and camo, because obviously they've got to blend into the bricks. I think that's the tree where loads of these waxwings have been spotted. We're going to get out, have a look, chat to some people, see what the situation is, and hopefully see our first ever waxwing. It's quite weird. It's like the centre of Ipswich, and like just apartments and flats and stuff around. So I don't know. Seems a weird place to come and see some interesting birds, but yeah, 2.5 hours. We're here, and see if we can go find them. Are we all right to go down here? Are we?
People seem to be.
All right, we're gonna have a look.
the top.
Oh snap! Yeah, right at the top. Cool. Waxwings.
You guys won't be able to see this, but they're right at the top there.
I'll go get the big lens for it.
Right, well, that was easy. Turn up in the general location that's littered with fellow bird geeks, and the rare Bohemian waxwings are there on show in a tree behind someone's house. I can't lie, it felt a bit strange, but I was excited to see my first ever waxwing, so I got the big lens on and peered in to see some of these beautiful birds.
Waxwings. They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
They make a really lovely sound. So they're still sat at the top of there, just there, just chilling out. They sort of dive over that way towards the berry tree, and they're there very quick. Like they just dive in, grab a few berries, and then done. And then they come back over here. So it's quite hard to try and film them and take photos. But yeah, so lovely to see, so wicked. Driven a long way for this. So it's nice to see all these people out here, get a nice sort of view of these waxwings. Quite a rare bird in this country, but it's so cool. They're just here in the middle of like a town. Just come off this main road here.
Down the street, and obviously you can see all the bird geeks around here, but you've got all these like blocks of flats, and then randomly, just around the corner, is the tree.
So like if you're actually trying to find them, it'd be really quite difficult, but we've had a bit of help today, obviously.
So here's the tree in which they sort of like appear on.
And just down this way,
through here, they sort of chill up there.
So random, like just this place in the middle of Ipswich, and it's got these really like exotic birds. It's weird. So I can't lie, parked in a pretty good spot.
Right there. So I've got a camera ready
for when they come back over, and hopefully get some nice good footage of them.
Waxwing there, and everyone's excited about it.
Gotta love it, bird geeks.